Good morning, 819S. It's a cooler one today. It's actually 29. It's not in the 30s yet. It's great. It feels really comfortable. Still a little humidity. I feel a little hotter. Humidity's a little higher than it has been, but yeah, it's a good morning. The weather forecast calls for a little bit of rain later today. I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens. As far as I know, it didn't really rain yesterday, or at least not in this area. But yeah, definitely the cooler weather seems to be coming, but of course, Japanese summer means it will heat up again. Yeah. Today, what I want to talk about is, oh, cool monkey. I really like Honda monkeys. I really wish I could get one for me and my wife, because I think the new 125s mean we can go a little further with them. But that's not the main topic today. Main topic today is vending machines. So, when I lived in America, our university or schools had vending machines, and I think the majority of vending machines that we used in the States, especially a long time ago, were basically for food and snacks and then drinks. So if you wanted a bag of potato chips or some prepackaged cookies, a Snicker bar or something like that, hey guy, put your phone down, the light's green. Okay, thanks buddy. Yeah, they were usually for packaged foods and processed foods. Some of them had like freshly made sandwiches or stuff like that. In Japan, there are about 4 million vending machines, they say, and vending machines are almost always for drinks here in the country. I think almost every time you find a vending machine in public, there's a Coca-Cola one right there. There's a, what's that blue one? Asahi Drinks one right there. They're almost always for drinks. This Honda dealer has a great mosaic on the side, but I'm focused on vending machines today. And the guy in here is super friendly. I went in here and talked to him a bunch of times. Great bike shop. If you're walking around in public, you'll almost always find drink vending machines. There are some vending machines that sell ice cream depending on where you are. If you're like in a big tourist area, you can find ice cream vending machines. And if you're in a company, you can sometimes find a food vending machine. There was another one right there. There's another one right here. There's another one right there. All drinks. You can sometimes find fresh sandwiches, or you can sometimes find food like potato chips, cookies, senbei, stuff like that. This one has 3 or 4 vending machines. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't know where one is on the path into work, so I won't be able to show you, but there are some vending machines that advertise games, toys, prizes, stuff like that. And the way I believe that it works is you put your money in and you get like a little capsule or a can, and then there's a note inside as to what you won, and then you can claim the prize somewhere. I think those, I don't want to go so far as to say that they're a scam, but I do want to say that they're, in my opinion, they're kind of a trap for some people. Young kids think, like playing the lottery almost. You pay 500 yen, you have a chance to get a PS5 or something like that. And, the kid puts in 500 yen and then does it again and does it again and does it again. I don't say it's a scam, because I do think that there is an opportunity to get a PS5, but I also think that you're going to end up spending more than the price of the PS5 at the end of the day. So, yeah. Another one. And there are some interesting vending machines.
And the most interesting of all the vending machines is soy sauce. They sell soy sauce and spice in the vending machine. This place is great.
I'm not going to talk about any strange ones, because I think the internet has a idea about some strange vending machines that are in Japan. I will honestly say that they're extremely rare, if you can even find them, and that's because they're not what normal people would use or buy, but there are freaks who might want to search weird things out. So I can't say they don't exist, but I'd say that you'd have to actually actively seek them out. They're not just going to be on the street corner. The street corner will always have a drink vending machine. I also heard that the vending machines do have a system in place where they can be activated to provide free drinks in the case of an earthquake. So I feel like the idea of them being here always means that there's potentially some help for the community in the case of a big disaster. I have been in a few big earthquakes, maybe big enough that would trigger the systems to allow free drinks, but I've never actually taken advantage to try to get a free drink out of the vending machine. Hopefully I never need to. Yeah, there's another Coca-Cola machine. Near every vending machine there should be a trash box that's for PET bottles and cans only, and sometimes for glass. There's another vending machine. Those trash cans that are next to the vending machines are never for garbage. Never. You never throw out like a McDonald's hamburger wrapper or a candy bar wrapper or something like that in there. It's only for drink bottles. And I think that most of the vending machines will say only for the drinks that were purchased at that vending machine. But I think the way that people use them in public is they throw out any empty drink container in there. So even though that's a Coca-Cola machine and I bought my drink at a different vending machine, I might use the garbage can here to throw out my garbage. I'm not sure of the legality of that or the morality or ethics of that, but in my opinion it's not really a bad thing because all I'm doing is putting garbage in the garbage can. So I think if you filled it up with garbage, it's probably going to be bad. But if you threw one can out on your walk down the road, that's kind of what it's there for. In fact, that one doesn't even have a garbage can. There you go. And another one. And another one. They're really everywhere if you're paying attention. Yeah, one other thing about vending machines, there's sometimes budget vending machines that have drinks for a lower price. So you can get a PET bottle for about 100 yen. And then there are some that are way more expensive. I think the brand name ones, the prices have really gone up in the past few years. So in the past it used to be like 150 yen for like a bottle of Coke, but if you went to the supermarket, actually it was like 150 yen at the convenience store, at the vending machine, maybe 100 yen at a supermarket or a place like that. And I think nowadays they're like 180 yen, 190 yen in some vending machines. Not Coke specifically, but just the premium or brand name famous drinks. And then there are some vending machine companies that still sell for 100 yen or lower prices. So if you really want to get some drinks from a vending machine, you may want to check around your neighborhood and figure out which place sells the cheapest ones or the one that you want at a more affordable price. Otherwise, I think, unless you need it as you're just walking around, I think going to the drugstore or something is going to be way cheaper. Alright, I think that's it for this one. Get out there and check out the vending machines. Especially useful when you're touring, even though they may be a little bit more expensive. Definitely refreshing. You can stop and rehydrate when you need to. Stay safe out there. I'll see you in the next one. Get out there and ride safe.